Uh, okay, hopefully this is working. I'm going to be jumping into this game midway through. It looks like we're just at the end of week 1 here to try and record it. This is the League of Dracula 2025 quarterfinals. Yep, I'm all on top of this. And this is RtoWin hunting Spencer Wolfhart. This is the first of their matchups, so this game will not eliminate anyone from the tournament, but it will determine who is then in danger of being eliminated by the following game. RtoWin is hunting. Spencer Wolfhart is dracking. And it looks as if he must have started... I don't entirely know where. It could be an Amsterdam start. I'm a little bit interested... I'm very interested to see, actually, how this all worked out. It looks... I don't know how... Oh, yeah, it seems Van Helsing just stumbled upon Dracula by coming across the sea to Le Havre. Interesting that Dracula, yeah, was kind of waiting there for Van Helsing, but didn't hide there. Didn't necessarily apparently have anything too damaging because, oh, maybe it was a spy. It's very possible Helsing could have been forced to throw away a weapon to a spy, maybe. Like that rifle could have been something that he discarded. So yeah, maybe that he was hoping to get more damage on Helsing than he did there. Certainly hard to do when the hunter wants to escape. Sometimes they just can't escape, and there's nothing you can do as Dracula to stop them. Oh my. And yeah, but as for where he started, I mean, it could be Amsterdam, it could be southern France, it could be Spain. Oh, Florence. Interesting. A Florence start. Okay, yeah, you don't see that very often. That'll mean that these fellas are, more likely than not able to get there in time to deal with whatever is in Florence. Could be a vampire, could be a hoax, could be bodyguard, something else. But yeah, interesting start. So he went from Florence to perhaps Marseille, maybe Clermont-Ferrand, Nantes, or Paris, and then Le Havre. That is an interesting start, yeah. Obviously, Dracula here is going to be hoping to kind of keep the guys tied up with dealing with this trail and not get jumped on. He's moved again from Le Havre, so that means he's either Brussels, Paris, or Nantes. With how exposed he is, I kind of assume that he wouldn't go to Brussels, because a renewed vigor attack could suddenly mean 3 to 4 hunters on him if they decide to just go for it. But yeah, I mean, if I'm hunters here, I'm pondering, hey, do I play this renewed vigor, maybe a speedy telegraph, and try to just catch him in Brussels or Paris, maybe. That said, he could easily be in Nantes. So I do think as hunters, as tempting as it might be, I don't know that you want to burn your renewed vigors in that way. Maybe you play a surprising return first and see if you can find out where he is. But yeah, this is an interesting start to the game. This is JB Philly. Yeah, as I said, I'm just kind of jumping in last minute, just kind of wrapped up work and wanted to see if I could record this game, since I believe Scott Sword is recording the Geo and Errol game that's happening concurrently with this one. Yeah, League of Dracula 2025, we're on the quarterfinals. 8 players remain. Actually, as of this time, 1 has been eliminated from the quarterfinals. So we're down to 7, but everyone else is still working on their games. And yeah, so RtoWin is a new player. He's a first-time entrant in the League of Dracula. Spencer, obviously, a much more experienced player, one who's pioneered some of the Dracula strategies that we still see and love. The kind of lair-based, more aggressive Dracula strategy. Something that Spencer was one of the first, I think, to pioneer. And RtoWin, to be honest, I have not played a lot of... I think I may have played a couple of games against him. And I think... I'm so mixed up, I can't remember who this was. I think it's somebody... I think he's somebody that I've played against and thought, hey, this for a new player, this guy's really good. And clearly he's made a name for himself already, getting to the quarterfinals against some, much more experienced players. But that said, there are apparently a number of players, new players, who are doing quite well. We have our Turnham, who has actually eliminated his more experienced opponent in the quarterfinals already, and will be proceeding to the semifinals. And who I can't remember who else, without going and looking. Oh no, I have the thing here. So yeah, then yeah, so Arturnum and RtoWin are kind of the two new players for the community who have made it to the quarterfinals here. Everyone else are people who have been around for a while and or been in previous tournaments. So yeah, interesting to see. There were some interesting upsets that happened in the last round for sure. Definitely some well-established players getting knocked out. People who you would have definitely thought would make it to the finals. A couple of them got eliminated in the quarterfinals. Wait, quarterfinals, semifinals, what? Yeah, this is the right. Basically, this is the Elite Eight, and then the. Ooh, wow. Okay, wow. What is happening? Is he gonna? Okay, he's playing. He's not using surprising return. Oh, wait. Oh, he doesn't have a surprising return, does he? Did I see that in the pile and think, oh, it's, wow, it got discarded. Interesting. I wonder what that did. So, okay, so even without the ability to search, he's going for it. I kind of wonder if he might not send Van Helsing to not check that. Because there's 3 cities that Dracula can be in right now. And RtoWin is really staking just about everything on catching and killing Dracula. Okay, he's not in Paris. That means he is in... That's huge. That means he's in Brussels now, because he had to have come through Nantes. Oh, that's huge. Yeah, he had to have come through Nantes in order to get to Le Havre, which means he is now in Brussels. And if he's not underneath a fog, he could be looking at a 4v1, depending on what kind of movement these two have. That is huge. This could be a week 1 win for the Hunters, which would be nuts. But yeah, really taking his time here, really thinking through his options, as you should if you're going to be doing something as wild and reckless as attempt to kill Dracula this early in the game. I'm not really doing very good at filling the dead air here, but this is something else. Yeah, I don't know that they've cleared a single space on the yeah, that misdirect was the initial location. Florence is the start. The question is, yeah, how well equipped really are these hunters? I mean, these guys, it looks like they must have done an Oktoberfest start. Okay, chartered carriage. So he is gonna jump on Drac. What he's really worried about is a fog here. Because, you know, fog's not the most effective on land. But yeah, what did Dracula just think that he wasn't going to get attacked in Brussels and that he could safely go there? Or is he planning a land-based fog and hoping to, you know, catch and delay all the hunters and then make a getaway by bat? Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, wow. This is bad for Dracula. Yeah, wow, that's a nice move. He just eliminated, because that wolves would have done so much more damage. And now you have to assume Godalming's got a reliable way to get there too. Van Helsing, I would imagine, is well, he might join, to be honest. Yeah, he's joining. And he can heal up too with Seward. He's going to be at 7 now, so that's quite good. He's not as well equipped and well armed as you would like, but still a 3v1. This is bad. Dracula's not going to be able to escape the way that he wants to. Because this early in the game, one of the reasons why hunters are disincentivized to attack Dracula, A, they don't tend to be as well equipped. B, they've got a trail to deal with, and it's not as urgent to attack Drac. But C, he can escape quite easily. He can escape starting on round 2. The problem here is that he is going to have 3 hunters coming at him with presumably some anti-escapist bat items. I have to assume. Well, we do know that Van Helsing has another rifle in his pocket, and not sure what else beyond that. So yeah, guessing that every hunter is going to have some kind of anti-escapist bat items. Van Helsing's second move, I guess he's thinking about whether he wants to supply or to heal there, and that actually is a tougher choice than I was initially giving it credit for. I think that. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, he's making sure that he gets to horse in without the risk of rolling slow. That's good. So a 4v1. Now Van Helsing, does he supply, does he heal? Honestly, I think I might go supply. Depending on what all they've got, if there's still any items they're digging for. Yeah, Spencer says it might be a short game, and it very well might. I think that was a really, I mean, Spencer moving to Brussels like that was kind of, frankly, an insane thing to do. You know that they have renewed vigor because it was sitting on Mina. And they're all within a couple of moves of you. That's really, really reckless. I guess he just felt like rolling the dice. I don't think it's going to pay off for him. Frankly, I don't think there's any way Dracula gets out of this fight in anything but horrific conditions. He's going to be heavily damaged. The very best case scenario is he gets away with like 2 hit points, escapes his bat, kind of gets away, but then he's just limping around, and they can... Okay, Van Helsing went for the supply. So yeah, he wanted to just be better armed, and hope to draw a weapon or a host or something, or even, maybe even garlic that can protect him. Because Dracula really, I mean, he has to kind of try to... yeah, I don't know how Dracula comes out of this. I think it's very low odds that he survives, and if he does, he's in terrible, terrible shape where they can easily just track him down, crush him at their leisure. He's going to be crippled at best. Maybe he kills Van Helsing. I mean, that's kind of what you shoot for, is just get some IDS out of eliminating the weakest hunter. But yeah, you got 400s coming at you, even if they're not that well equipped. It's not good. It's not good at all. I don't even know. Man, I don't even know if I'm going to upload this video. It's going to be so short. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay, what do they got? Fangs. Looking for a heavenly host. Oh, okay. Well, alright, that's 1 hunter out of that. I mean, okay, that's about the best thing that could have happened for Dracula. It's only 3v1 now, and one of them's a bit weak. That said, he's probably going to be taking, yep, at least 1 more host to the face. Very possibly another host to the face, getting him down to 7. Okay, rifle. Yeah, you don't want to see that. Oh, and the holy bullets. Oh, good lord. Good lord. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that eliminating Godalming from the combat was about the best case outcome for Dracula, but yeah, it's still GG. He's not getting out of this one alive. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, well, that, yeah, I mean, that's the move, you go for Van Helsing, knowing that he's the least likely to, I think, have the items that can stop you, and, he has made his getaway. He will be able to get as far away as, Bordeaux, Nuremberg, Zurich, yeah, no super great options. And again, okay, he gets some mature Florence, that's great. If it's a hoax, then that's great. He gets to, force another mature with an unearthly swiftness if he can pull one. But... And then Wolf form away, but boy, I mean, now they... Yeah, they just... Yeah, I mean, the hunters are in such an amazing spot now. They can just resupply, they can heal up a little bit, and they can come after him. And, oh, is there a Mystic Research? Or is he just risking it? Good. Oh, yeah, Mystic Research, okay. Yeah, the hunters are in such a good position. Oh, no fog. Okay, so that actually gets them closer to a fog. They can just take their time. They can check all the extremity locations that he could have reached with that bat. They can just kind of start leisurely clearing up the trail. 2 can do that. 2 can go searching for him. And, I mean, yeah, they can also scan tonight because Mina's right there with everybody, so they'll be able to find out if the location that he batted to was in France, which kind of rules out pretty much just Bordeaux, because we know Claremont's on the trail. We know that Nantes is on the trail. Le Havre is on the trail. And so unless he does a fake out, goes to Paris, them scanning France is going to eliminate Bordeaux. The other locations you can get to: Nuremberg, Zurich, Berlin, Geneva. Yeah, I'm sure that we're going to see Mina scan, because that's too good of an opportunity to pass up. Yep, okay, so he didn't go to Bordeaux. Still, a couple of places for them to check. Marseille, yep, we need that. Oh, and it was a hoax. Okay, again, Dracula, I think, is doomed, but this gives him a slight chance. He's almost certainly doomed now. Not certainly doomed. Because if he gets an unearthly swiftness, maybe he can force Marseille to mature, take a double move here, really just put some distance in between him and the hunters, and if his trail is a more delaying trail versus a, just trying to mature something type trail. Okay, well, he didn't do the thing that I thought, but yeah, maybe he's gonna make him spend time clearing things up and just hope to kind of make a getaway. I mean, at this point, he almost has to be thinking of heading east towards the castle, so he could have gone to Nuremberg, Prague. Yeah, I mean, he's still about a week's movement away from the castle, during which the hunters can easily intercept him if they figure out that's what he's doing. But yeah, this is an interesting one. You do not see a 4v1 combat very often in week 1. But Dracula escaped being killed in week 1, so that indignity has been avoided, and that's always nice for him. Okay, yeah. Trying to think of things to fill the silence here while we wait for RtoWin to ponder his moves. Ugh. Okay, Godalming's on the move. Well supplied up already, as we well know. Okay, and it's Zurich. Yep, one of the handful of possibilities. So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities where Dracula can be right now. And you almost wonder if Jonathan Harker might not just try to get onto him and see if he can kill him. Because, I mean, he can easily with fast horses. Well, we don't know if he has fast horses, though, actually. I haven't seen that happen. But, man, if you can, fast horse to Nuremberg or something, and the only city the only 2 cities that Dracula could be in right now that Seward can't reach with the fast horses if he has one are Munich and Milan. Honestly, the situation is so weird that I can't even say where Dracula might be going. I feel like, if anything, he might just be being tricky, hoping to eke out another turn or so from hunters guessing wrong. That's why I think maybe he went to Nuremberg or even Geneva. Hell, maybe he went to Geneva and then he's going to lair Marseille if the opportunity arises, and then move there under a fog, try to feed, all that sort of thing. Pop a rumor on it. Yeah. Yeah, just pondering his moves. Oh, okay, so he's going to check Munich or Milan. Which will it be? Oh, yep, there it is. Yeah, he's risking it, and it's paying off. Yeah, because Seward by himself can very possibly take Dracula out of the game just right here. He's only got 5 HP, but Dracula's only got 3. Seward's got some, you know, good equipment here. Okay, Helsing. What's he doing? What's he gonna do? Taking a train trip down to Marseille, just eliminating the possibility of Dracula moving there. Okay, is she just gonna come join Godalming, or is she gonna take care of some trail? I guess they do want to cover their butts just in case Seward can't eliminate Drac. Oh, okay, no, yeah, they're forgetting about that aspect of the trail. Oh wow, Garlic Wreath. Okay, that's not the item that he necessarily wanted to have, but it, you know, it does stop Dracula from fanging him, which is it's huge. He is no, he is one of the ones that played the Heavenly Host, so he must have resupplied and pulled that Garlic Wreath. So, you know, Dracula's not looking to bite him to eliminate a host, since he very likely does not have one. But, yeah, always good to have, just because, hey, now Dracula can't play Fangs without instantly dying. And that is very nice. He's completely... Yeah, it's really funny, you know? Normally Garlic Wreath is a trash card. This is maybe one of the very, very few scenarios where it's actually kind of good. You'd still probably rather have a weapon. Okay, blank strength. Dodge. Okay, nice. Baited out the strength. Yeah, actually not a lot of downside of dodging there, because, you know, he mesmerizes you, whatever, he's not going to bite you. And he could have plotted, always a risk for sure, but yeah, he felt like the risk of getting plotted on was low enough, and I agree. I think Dracula would have been very reckless to play that. That said, it might be one of those things where you say, hey, I'm probably going to die here no matter what. Maybe I just plot in case of the dodge, and then that might get me out of this combat alive. Okay, coming with Mesmerize. Nicely done, Dracula. You've neutralized another of his critical rounds. Now the question here is, does he have another anti-escapist bat item? Because... oh, he didn't actually ambush with whatever was in Milan. Interesting. I guess he expected more hunters to come in and join. So, yeah, I mean, if he has the other escapist bat, there's actually, interesting fact, there's only one escapist bat in the combat deck right now for Dracula, so his odds of drawing it are lower. Because, you know, the other escapist bat is actually on the board. Okay. Oh, going for inch. Oh, wow. What was he... What was he looking to do there? With the fangs. Oh! Wait. Right. Garlic Wreath does not actually protect you if you're mesmerized. That is right. Right. Or hold on, no. If you suffer damage, not a bite. Yes. Right. So now Garlic Wreath is no longer protecting Seward. Mm-hmm. I forgot that was part of Garlic Wreath. Yes. If you're mesmerized, Garlic Wreath does not help because Dracula, you know, has you under his power, and he persuades you to take the thing off before he goes in for your neck. And so that's why he played Fangs. Yes. Okay, strength. Oh, okay. Yep, that's a bummer for Drac. He wanted to kill Seward there. He really wanted to yeah, it's a shame for Drac that he probably didn't have that strength on round 2. Or maybe he just wanted to get him mesmerized in hopes of being able to bite him, but yeah, that's tough because now he's gonna hit the option of wolf form. away, but that doesn't, I mean, it doesn't do much, especially because, look, they've got Mina right there, which means that now Florence, in case you wanted to try to go there, is no longer an option. She'll detect that right away. So he can go to Zagreb, he can go to Vienna, he can go to Toulouse, he can go to Nuremberg, Strasbourg. But yeah, they're just, all the places they can go to are so close to the hunters. Like, dollars to donuts. First thing Godalming does is going to be to fast horse right over to Zagreb, or maybe Vienna, and just check that. So it's like you kind of can't go there as Dracula because that's the first thing they're going to check. And you can't afford to be caught. You'll be slaughtered instantly. The fact that he got away from Seward with no damage is pretty big. That said, Seward was trying to prevent the escape as bat, and he did that. Oh, she's trading. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he didn't escape his bat, so no point scanning. Okay, what does he do here? He... Clear him out, we need that. He pretty much has to wolf form. I really wonder what his Dracula card is. Could be a Swiftness, could be a Darkness Returns. Okay, he's going to take 2 turns in a row here, just make a desperate gamble to get a little bit distance on the hunters. Again, the very obvious move here is go to Zagreb, go to Szeged, get yourself closer to the castle, because just like, I mean, it's your only possible hope. But that's so obvious that it's kind of obvious that you don't do it, because you'll be caught so quickly and massacred. Yeah, it's a very tough spot for Dracula to be in here. He's, no matter where he goes, it's very likely to get found. Oh, he feeds. Okay, he feeds and then he's gonna make a little... Oh, wow! Holy... Wow. 6 health in 1 night. That's something. Okay. Still in a pretty friggin' awful position. Oh, also, wow, when did Godalming get a bite? That's interesting. Huh. Didn't notice that. Okay, he's still in a pretty awful position just because of how close the hunters all are to him and how minimal his trail is. But he can at least survive a 1v1 at this point. This is big. Okay, I did not give... I gave this game too much... or I didn't give this game enough credit for having game left in it. I kind of thought it was done for and over with. Okay, he's wolf formed away. They've got to deal with Not now, and oh, and you know, they don't really have anybody in a good position to do that. Because yeah, Van Helsing is the only one even close to it. Nobody else is within a horse move of Not, so he's probably getting that mature. Has to kind of hope that it's like a... I mean, a 4-point vampire would be decent. A bodyguards, excuse me, yawning. A bodyguards would be solid. What are they pondering here? Are they pondering another surprising return? Do they have another renewed vigor somehow? I don't know what else you'd be thinking about it, Don. So yeah. Kind of feel like Godalming just goes and checks Zagreb. Even with Dracula being at higher health, I don't think he has to be too terrified of potential 1v1. And you just want to rule out that he went to the east first. Really taking his time. Yeah, this is a really, really long time that he's taking. Again, he's probably pondering, like, how can I potentially kill Drac turn 1, but it's taking long enough that I'm kind of wondering if he's AFK or something. Okay. Okay, all that thinking. Okay. Checking Vienna. Good check, good check. Okay, interesting. He's just going to supply. I guess I'll have Godalming then check Zagreb after this. And Van Helsing just got undelayed. Okay, and she is... interesting. She searched the lair and just chose to escape from it. Huh. Okay, okay, I guess... What was he afraid? Was he afraid of there being just a fog there? Why did he choose to search? Maybe he was afraid of there being a fog, or just afraid in general of it being a lair and wanted to potentially defang it, or... Oh wow, another discard, so... No, Drac's going all in, trying to get his health back. That makes sense. And that's, I mean, that's nice for him, because now there's, what, one Heavenly Host left in play. Don't know who would have it. If that person can't get the Milan, then Drac gets another 3 HP, which is big. Man, listen, if Dracula wins this game, that's unbelievably impressive. And I'm gonna have to eat all my words from earlier. But even if he manages to survive into, oh snap. Okay, well there you go. Yeah. He went west, so he presumably went to, yeah, Toulouse or Clermont. Either one of those two. Or Strasbourg. Could be Strasbourg. So, give them 3 cities to check next turn. They can start narrowing and chasing after him pretty quick, because again, no trail to deal with. And at this point, if I were them, I wouldn't bother chasing after this desecrated soil. I would just catch the big guy himself before he can get those 3 HP back. You're Godalming, you go to Nuremberg, kind of put yourself in position to attack northern France. Probably have Seward check Strasbourg, have these 2 check Toulouse and Clermont if need be. Yeah, I don't know how Dracula gets. Yep, I don't know how Dracula gets out of this. Slow horses could really do the hunters in, but that doesn't seem to be happening. Yep, checking Strasbourg. Not Strasbourg, okay. 2 possibilities left. Does Van Helsing check one? Nope, he supplies. Smart. Does Mina check one? She does not have an escape route anymore, which I don't know, I might have held on to. Just to enable her to go do checks like that. Throwing away a stake. Huh. One stake, 2 stakes down. Always got good luck. Okay, so he could now be in Santander, Saragossa, Barcelona, Bordeaux, Paris, Geneva. Yeah, those are the possibilities. I guess they've used up their mystic. Okay, well, that rules out 3 of those possibilities. So he's in Bordeaux, Clermont, or Paris, or... Oh, and Nantes. No, Nantes is not back on the map. So, yeah, Bordeaux, Clermont, Paris. That's where he is. Or he could be in Toulouse now. Could be in Toulouse. I have to think that he probably ran for the coast. He would love to get... He would love to get jumped under a fog, be able to, you know, maybe hide there, fog somebody, then he'll be able to feed again before he has to... No, actually, no. No, he can't count on that happening. Oh, okay, going back to the lair. Okay, that's a move. Nantes has 3 encounters on it. I mean, if all 3 of those are vampires, then certainly it's giving the hunter something to chew on. We know that one of the fighting vampires is in Marseille. Otherwise, none accounted for, and the majority of the deck is gone through, so it could hypothetically be 3 fighting vamps. Seems unlikely, but could be. Okay, positioning himself there to force Dracula out to sea. Le Havre, obviously, now a lair. He may try to go there, but that's wildly risky. All it takes is 1 hunter having forewarned, and you're cooked. Is he going to attack Drac and Nantes? I wouldn't think so. I would not think so. Especially not just with one event. If you go into a situation like that with an escape route and the forewarned and a planned ambush, then alright, maybe you can do that. But well, nope. Kind of wonder if he was planning on jumping onto Le Havre just to cover that and stop Drac from going there. Does Van Helsing go to Bordeaux? Try to close that route off to Drac? Or just go to Clermont, see if that's a place in the trail that he could clean up. Oh, go to Bordeaux. Or possibly Paris. Nope, oh, yep. Blocking Le Havre. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, and there's the fog. Okay. So, Dracula does have the option to move there if he wants to. Thing is, I don't know why he'd want to. Yes, he would get, like, a free fight or 2 with Van Helsing. Maybe if he's really desperately trying to kill Van Helsing. But that's iffy. Very iffy. Yep, keeps flying. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, Aggie. That's rough. That's really rough. Man, as if hunters needed more help. And they've got Agatha. Okay, what does he do here? Throws an encounter on Zurich. Sure. He's certainly happy about Milan. It's gonna very likely mature unless Mina picked up a host somewhere. But yeah, he kind of has to go to sea. Oh. Okay, he's confident enough in his 3 encounters that yeah, 3v1 doesn't scare him too much, which, yeah, I mean, if it is 2 to 3 vampires, that can be pretty effective deterrent, for sure. Yep, they supply. Let him go to C, damage himself. Yep, more supplying happening. Oh, she did draw the host. That's rough. That sucks for Drac. He does get 3 cards, so that helps him cycle back through, get towards another fog, which is a nice consolation prize. But boy, yeah, he could have used those 3 health, that's for sure. Because yeah, at this point he has to go to C and spend substantial time at C. Certainly going to Britain is more of an option now than it normally would be, just because the Heavenly Hosts are not available, meaning Consecrated Ground is not as much of a threat, but they could still excellent weather over. One nice thing is they probably don't have Renewed Vigor right now. They've used one. Odds are pretty low that they have also drawn the other one. So he can kind of do riskier things and just move into like less safe places. But he still has to be very careful. Yeah, even going to Britain, like a pair of excellent weathers could really sink him. Okay, and she's going for the soil. She got the host. Okay, yep, he's going to sea. Not risking sticking around any longer on land, which makes sense. So yeah, question is next, where does he go? Does he go to the English Channel and wolf into Britain, or, well, really, three different seas that he could do there. Okay, is he... Oh, bats. Oh, yikes. Okay, what's Godalming got? Boy, this could actually, I mean, depending on what's in this not situation. Okay, Seward's going there to try and take some of the teeth out of it, maybe, before... Well, but he won't be able to do much to... I mean, I guess he's just thinking, okay, if there's a new vampire there, then at least Seward can help fight it with Van Helsing. But boy, yeah, that's... Yeah. Oh, maybe trading him an escape route, possibly a planned ambush. Or just taking good events off of him, maybe. I think Van Helsing... Yeah, he took it. It seems like maybe he took a good event off of him. Wonder if he was holding CG or something, and he just wants to avoid losing that. Be a real shame for the hunters if Godalming died here and lost his horse, because the deck just reshuffled. Where's Mina going? Is she gonna... Interesting. Why did she go to Zurich? Why did she go to Zurich? It feels like he's been doing a lot of, like, intentionally jumping on lairs, or, like, searching lairs kind of things. That's interesting. Is he really just, like, that scared of Spencer doing a lair thing? Okay, vampire number 1, not surprising. Okay, he's escape rooting. Makes sense, makes sense. If there's a new vamp, Seward will be there as well to back him up. Yep. At this point, they could very possibly kill it. This might not actually turn out to be that bad for hunters. Ooh. Tough hit, tough hit. Ooh. Does he have the holy bullets? They already used them once. They can't possibly have 2 sets. No. That's rough. That's rough. Vampire down to 3. 0 damage inflicted. Yeah, man, they might end up just eliminating this thing outright. And then if the third thing is not a vampire, then it's suddenly not even that bad of a lair. Has he used any rumors yet? Yeah, he did on Knots. Yep, he was hoping to make this lair more of a threat than it turned out to be, for sure. The saddest part for Dracula is that the hunters aren't really even consuming that much time or resources doing it. They're not getting damaged. They're not spending that much time doing it. Because this is an ambush, you know. The hunter didn't even spend an action to make this fight happen. Besides the action lost by Godalming with the bats, obviously. Okay, a second mesmerize. That's helpful. Didn't cancel an attack though. That's unfortunate for the vampire. Okay, it's down to 2. Still 0 damage inflicted. That is very rough. I think that if they both play knife, yeah, if they both play knife right now, they guarantee killing it. The question is just, do they want to risk getting a knife broken by strength? Yeah, you for sure play strength now if you have it. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, okay, the vampire might live. Unfortunately, you mesmerized the wrong hunter. Well, no, I mean, Godalming punched last time, so it wouldn't have worked on him. Ah, there it is. Tough, tough hit. Yeah, that's a shame. Dracula's gonna be pretty sad to see that. So much for his mega lair. Now, what's the third thing? What's the third thing? Oh, okay. Third thing is a surprise. Interesting. Still, all they've got to do is search it with a stake, or even just fight it during the daytime, and it's took care of. Yeah, it's a real shame he didn't double mesmerize on Godalming instead. Maybe he expected things to cancel it, but that could have put Godalming in a really bad spot, given his bite situation. Okay, Feed comes back on the trail. He's going to move one more time and be at 5 HP, because we have Aggie, not Rufus. And then he'll be at 4 once he wolf forms. If he wolf forms, it's always possible he could choose not to, because he's not so scared of CG right now. Yep. Oh. Oh, okay. He's in Galway. Okay. He's really just gambling on them not having consecrated ground, I guess, which is interesting. Why did I say it that way? I mean, so if they have CG now, then the game's as good as over. So that was a hell of a risk for him to take. And now they're thinking... What are they thinking? He spends a lot of time thinking at dawn, and I'm not quite sure what it is that he's considering. BRB. Okay, catching up with the recording. What have we here? Okay, just, yeah, I guess ruling out the... Wait, what? Huh? What's he doing? What's Seward doing? You know the Drac is in Galway. Why did Seward go... Oh, right. He wants to deal with Toulouse. What am I talking about? Right. Oh yeah, I should be commentating. Yeah, nicely done by Seward there, taking out a new vampire that I thought it might get away with a night fight. Maybe the Godalming has the other stake, in which case the poor Reckless here is not long for this world. Okay, so he's now in Dublin. And I suppose that Van Helsing's just going to the British mainland there to intercept him, since he has no choice but to go back there, unless he's really gambling on the non-vampire surviving. But yeah, just Godalming search now, try to kill the thing in a day fight. Hey, I gotta say, I thought this game was gonna be over in short order in Brussels, but it's still going. Drax still alive and on the run. Good for him. Oh, wow. Okay, Godalming is just going straight for it. Oh! Okay, now wait. Hold on. How does this... I think that he still gets one shot to kill it. Because one fog will disappear tonight. One fog will disappear tomorrow night. So then he has the final night to search for it. So if he has the last stake, or if he manages to supply a stake, then no big deal. Otherwise, he's going to have to try his luck with the night fight, which... never super fun, and if that happens and doesn't go his way, then boy, will he wish that he had let the new vampire just mature. Okay, now Mina, I assume, is going to also position herself to get into the British Isles, maybe going to Amsterdam. Oh, or Le Havre, okay. I might have considered like a pincer thing, coming in from Edinburgh to the North Sea to, or North Sea to Edinburgh, but either way works. Yeah, you just want to be... getting all the hunters on Britain, because that's where he has to go. And yeah, as much as I keep saying Dracula's cooked now, it's really, and then I keep being wrong, it really does seem difficult to see how he gets out of Great Britain in this scenario. Especially if Godalming decides to ignore Ireland and just go straight for the mainland, or the mainland. Yeah, because if Godalming goes to Irish Sea now, he can be there ahead of Drac as well. Nope. Okay, but even still. He's got 2 hunters waiting for him. Okay, just going for it with the ambush. Trying to get a point out of it. Makes sense. Yeah. A lot's riding for Drac on if on Seward not being able to eliminate that Reckless, because he could suddenly be at 7 points with a sea movement open to him. And, you know, not a horrible amount of health. Maybe even 8 points if this goes Drac's way. Mesmerize, okay. Not a bad outcome for Godalming. Ooh! Well, at least he was mesmerized, so it hurts a bit less. Oh, man, that vampire just guessed wrong. Twice in a row. It's tough. Yeah, he really wanted to get a point out of that, and maybe, you know, maybe soften Godalming up just a bit, get his health down some. That said, having a vampire on the trail with a hunter who's presumably not equipped to deal with it is certainly nice. It's not exactly easy to get somebody else over there. So, oh, that said, oh, I mean, yeah, again, he really, really wants this not vampire to mature. That's the thing that's going to save his hide. So yeah, Seward, if he doesn't have a stake, he's got a nasty little fight ahead of him. Especially no events to really help. Probably not a planned ambush. Oh, man. Drac just cannot catch a break here. That's tough. Okay, well, he needs to lair something. Deck is reshuffled, so, you know, his other fog is technically, could be on its way back to him, but boy, it sucks to have one in the discard in a situation like this. He's already used two. Yeah, he's now forced to go to Great Britain, and that's just I don't know how you get out of that. Ooh, okay. Okay, so he's gonna try and wait it out to not have to go to Great Britain. Makes sense. Okay, yeah, he's going for it, which makes sense. You don't want to give him a chance to hide there and build up a tougher. Spy is good though. Spy is very good there because in a 1v1, depriving the hunter of a weapon is massive. I think Godalming's pondering, does he want to risk that happening? Yeah, he'd rather lose his tickets and have a better shot at killing Drac right here. Yeah, Seward's going to sea, also gonna, you know, get into the Irish Sea, threaten Great Britain. The thing is, let's see here. Drac will have the option of not going to Britain, yeah. The Dark Call got him that. So at the very least, he will plan to ambush. Oh, that's so brutal. This could be end of the road right here. If Drac can make it to round 4, he can escape his mist. But because of Agatha, he can't gain health, and if he does escape his mist, he's losing 2 more health on top of whatever else Godalming does to him. So Godalming will switch here to a punch. Gets him down to 6. Then, yeah, it's just a guessing game. Does he play the pistol? Does he play the knife? Does Dracula bring out the strength yet? Okay, he does. Oh, okay, pistol gone. That's big. Not as big as if it were the knife, but definitely big. Yep, thinking. You certainly do need to. I mean, Dracula's hope here is obviously to... Ooh, yikes. Oh, that's rough. That sucks. That plotting could have changed the entire game for him if it had gone off. Unfortunately, he just can't, like I said, cannot catch a break. Okay, he's really hoping for the mesmerize. Okay, okay, and now, whew. Now he has to think, do I play the fangs and hope that Godalming tries to punch to escape another plotting? Okay, he plots. Oh, well, but the thing is, it doesn't matter because, well, it matters, but it's too late now to guarantee killing Godalming because of the knife. So he can play a strength and guarantee, you know, 2 damage on Godalming, but that's not so much. Yeah, what he really wanted was to have that plotting go off earlier, thereby guaranteeing himself, or not guaranteeing, but like giving him a very good shot at biting Godalming and killing him, because that would be big. You eliminate a horse, eliminate a knife, get 4 points, and take a hunter out of the equation for a few turns. Still got him in a pretty bad spot. Yeah, I mean, he's, you know, he plays strength here. I wonder if he's, like, debating playing claws, thinking that Godalming will not risk the knife being broken, and, you know, that way he gets, Well, so the thing is, he's thinking, do I risk playing the fangs? Because, yeah, for Godalming, it's like, do I play the knife to prevent the fangs, but risk having the knife destroyed, at which point Godalming is now helpless and useless. Because if he plays the knife, it's actually, yeah, this is actually a higher stakes decision than I was thinking about. If Godalming plays the knife, and it's fangs, then Dracula's cooked. I think that's basically GG because he has to go to C at 2 health. But if Godalming plays the knife and it's a strength, now Godalming is suddenly eliminated from being of any use whatsoever. Okay, big moment. Okay, yeah. They both went with the safe option. Or, well, no, I mean, I suppose Godalming didn't have any perfectly safe option. Dracula did have a safer option, and he went with it, which makes sense. He's now got to be kicking himself, wishing that he had played Fangs, because he could have killed Godalming, which would have been huge. But still, he came out of it only taking 2 damage, so it could have been a lot worse. Will he, though, hide? Stay there even longer in hopes of killing this guy for good? That might be one reason Seward is getting ready to, go to C, just in case the Renewed Vigor might allow him to double up. Because now Dracula has to think, hey, do they have a second Renewed Vigor that would allow Seward to suddenly jump in and have a 2v1 if I hide? And is the prospect of killing Godalming really good enough to be worth a whole turn of just sitting there doing nothing? Oh, he's going for it. So he's really, okay, he's really hoping to kill Godalming, and he's really hoping that they don't have Renewed Vigor. Once again, thinking about his actions, which, like, the only action that could make any sense here is Renewed Vigor, and it's not happening, so yeah. So yeah, Dracula's going all in. He's like, I'm going to kill me some Godalming, and maybe he's accepted that he's going to just die and lose this game, but he wants to get some IDS out of it by hopefully eliminating a Hunter. And yeah, that's makes total sense. Not the outcome that he wanted, but an outcome that he will take, given that, again, this is the first round of a matchup, so Spencer dies here. He can still try to redeem himself in the Hunter game, maybe get a little IDS edge, and then come back in the tiebreaker. Going to think for a bit. Yeah, this is a thinker. That's for sure. But boy, yeah, I mean, partly I'm shocked that this game has gone on for as long as it has, just because, man, I can't believe Dracula's still alive. But also, yeah, they're both players who are taking their time thinking about all their decisions, and doop-a-doo. Just looking at the weather. Man, it's cold here for the next few days. Sheesh. Really, really cold. Okay. They're on it. Claws. Anticipating the escape. Oof, okay, well. Trading damage, but boy, Dracula's not gonna be super thrilled about taking any point of damage at all. I think he was anticipating an escape there. Escape or possibly a dodge. Nice thing is, if he has Mesmerize, he can use it freely here without any fear of getting hurt. But yeah, I think he's really just hoping to soften Godalming up for tonight. If you can get him down to 4, then he's in claw range. And the fact that happened means that he almost certainly will be able to get Godalming down to 4. Okay. Oh, plotting. Oh, brutal. Oh, no. That's GG. That's GG. Yeah, he's calling it. Actually, that's interesting. Why is he calling it now in particular? Because, okay, he's going to do 3 damage. I mean, I know that, obviously, he's cooked. Like, he can't, yeah. I guess it's GG because, yeah, he can't leave this city. Except by C now. And C equals death. Yeah. Yeah, there was no way for Dracula out of this. I think he was just hoping to salvage some IDS. And, you know, he might still be able to kill Godalming. It's not out of the question at all. Yeah, he's mesmerizing now. And he can now play his strength or something. And then if he gets lucky with a claws at night, then yeah, he gets himself some 4 IDS. But yeah, then he dies. I'll stick around to obviously see how the game ends. Oh, okay. Okay, he's at 4. He's in claw range. And Dracula still has the chance to hit him one more time. He can play claws right now, or fangs, and hit him for free, because if he punches, he can cancel the punch. Of course, he still has to survive an awful lot. Oh, he's interesting. He's, okay, I guess he has a mesmerize in his pocket. He has to have a mesmerize in his pocket, otherwise he dies right now. Oh, right. Okay, he's gambling on them not having great strength. And they do. Oh, GG. Well, that's a shame. He almost had his 4 IDS. But yeah, huge victory. That's a full IDS Hunter victory. Dracula does not even get the modifier of 2 points for surviving to week 4. Wow. Yeah, that was quite a game. Man, that was interesting to watch. See if they make any commentary here. Got some of the spectators leaving. Wow, a lot of spectators, man. 5 people spectating. Yeah, be interested to see if there's some commentary. But yeah, at this point, Spencer's just got to redeem himself as Hunters. But yeah, a blowout win there. Hunter's got a full 15 IDS off this one. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be chatting, so I'm just going to end the stream here, end the recording here, rather. And, yeah, thanks for watching.